Mother piss bucket.
I can see it in your eyes.
Hello and welcome to, we're going to kind of be the at ease Bonzoleum drum video. What we're going to do in this video is I have a pair of 15-inch Formula 602 hi-hats. These are B20 alloy. This particular pair is pre-serial. I would say 1968-ish. Now, you know what? Yes, right here, 15. We got 1064 on the bottom. And 976 grams on the top. Okay. So here's the bottom. And here is a Formula 602 sound edge bottom with the preferred higher number of ripples. In the 40s. I tell you, these are in the 40s. 42 ripples on this 15-inch sound edge bottom. So real fast, through the miracle of editing, I will trim some of the fat out here to move it along. Here's the bottom. Sometimes I will put the top on the bottom, and the bottom on the top with these, the non-sound edge. A different sound too. It's ooh. All right, so we're gonna put that on. Again, I'm trying to work on the posture. My posture is for shicing. Poor Phil Collins, man. Well, God love him. That guy's a machine. Think of all the hits that guy and Genesis wrote. But Phil, he's just a machine. Just a, here we go. Frickin', here we go. And a drummer unlike you'd never heard. I mean, just out of hand. All right, hang on. Time out. Here we are. So I'm sitting right here. And now what we're going to do is now, I think this should be the optimal sound. I might have to EQ some of the high end out. But now let us play these 15-inch Paiste Formula 602 pre-serial hi-hats. B20 alloy. Ready? We'll play some familiar things. That's a habit I'd sure like to break, is striking the cymbal like this. I do it all the time. I hit the cymbal, I crash it like this. So I'm trying to put the cymbal up a little higher, but on this stand it doesn't go much higher. I should swap out. Never mind. So I got a little closer. This is my Paiste 505 18-inch medium. There's a crack in it I drilled out back in the day. It's never spread, but this area of marker, I would just rather not strike it at the crack or the other side opposite. I'd rather kind of hit it more in this area, right? Maybe to minimize the crack. Vibration threshold. You can really hear the giant beat in that cymbal because it's like a giant beat original. Late 60s, early into the 70s, the way they were with that bell. Both 505 lathing, which is like the 2002 lathing, except that the secondary lathing is equidistant. In later years, they made it wider, and you'll see in the very early 2000s, they're identical. Until then, sort of, Paiste started doing the ribbon lathing. Ribbon lathing. I have some pictures. I can put it right up here. Oh, I will in this video. We're going to go higher tech. Here's a Paiste 2000 right after the switch over from 505. You can see the 505 lathing. And then one afterward, when they switched that lathing pattern, when they started going with the ribbon lathing, which what I talk about is if you're at a party and you twist it, it kind of goes like this. Okay, so you'll hear the giant beatness here. That is a very, hey, what can I do? But over here is an 18-inch Paiste 2002 medium. This is a 1976. This is this to me is the exact sound you hear, and the song remains the same. The film, the soundtrack, what was filmed and recorded in those days in July 1973. Now listen to this. This is total. You know what I mean? That's physical graffiti. That's when you hear these crashes. That's like most of physical graffiti. I wonder if there's a holdover physical graffiti or two where you still hear a giant beat. I think there is. But you get the idea. Right here, I'm going to compare. This is a Paiste PST7 18-inch crash. I'm going to swap this out where the 2002 is and just go back and forth between the 505 medium and this Paiste PST7 18-inch crash model. Testing. Okay, here we go. Ready? So starting with, this is what we've been hearing, the 505 medium, giant beat, have your spec. Now, we're going to pull off the 505 and swap it out. You got to watch your back while moving these babies around. We're going to put the 18-inch medium, 2002 1976 medium. Okay, so we'll start with the medium that we heard before. Song remains the same, classic, physical graffiti. The PST7 crash. So, I mean, check that out. I will say, you know what I love about the PST7? I've said this before. We're going to leave the 5. We're going to leave the PST7 up. We're going to put the 18-inch 2002 there, and then the PST7. Now, remember, that's a crash model. They also have a thin crash model and a heavy crash. I have the 18-inch thin crash, which is sweet. And I also have the 19s. I have the 19-inch thin crash and the 19-inch crash. Wonderful cymbals, PST7. You know what it is? I've said this before. It's like if you found a really good, like your best 16 and 17 and 18, 9, like in my years of getting Zildjians, and sometimes you'll just come across one that I think is just like the perfect sound. It's like if you took that and made a Paiste quality B8 alloy version of it. So it's still maintained. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're fantastic. They really are, these PST7. All right, so let's go back to playing. What the hell was I even talking about before? Oh, the hi-hats. So here it is. This is the 15-inch just hi-hat model. Before, I think they came out like the heavy hat and then the... Okay, you know what I mean? So... So let's put on the sound edge bottom. Oh, well, here it goes. There it goes. Over there. I'm going to put this here. Come on, mother. Oops. And so here's the bottom. Putting it on. So we'll do an edit back and forth. I can grab a little nugget, go back and forth. Okay, same top. Remember, in 602 Sound Edgeville, the top was lathed like the bottom was, which is a very fine lathing. The same lathing you'll see on sound creations of yours in Giant Beats, in the 602 Morellos. But anyway, so here's a standard, regular 602 lathe top on a 42 ripple bottom sound edge. Forget it, but you get the idea. Okay, so let's pop back to the regular B20 non-sound. We're going to take the sound edge. We are going to put it over there. And then we're going to put the top on again. And then we're going to play. This is it. We're going to make up a song. It's called the... What are we going to make? What song? I do want to say that all my cymbals here are Paiste. This is a Formula 602. I think medium ride, pre-serial. Yes. And then, of course, the thin crash of the PST7. Oh, I'm sorry, crash of the PST7 and the 2002 medium 76. So around... And then the hats. You know, you really need a good pair of hats no matter what they are. There has to be a little bit of a splashy element in that top hat with sound edge and everything, the whole deal. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to close. Don't forget to check out my band Deaf Right Ear. We have just a couple of these babies left. We're at bonzoleum@gmail.com. And, of course, deafrightear.com. We got a gig coming up at the Cubby Bear in Chicago. God, I haven't played there for 30 years. Yeah, when I had my mullet. Yes, sir, I had my mullet at the Cubby Bear. The picture is around here somewhere. Hang on. Oh, my God. Watch this. Yes, sir. This is me, 1999. Yeah, so I guess that's 27 years ago. Hang on, we'll find it. Yeah, we're looking for it. Yes, sir. Where could it be now? 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 Ow! Oh my God, here it is. Oh, look at this. Yes, sirree. In 1999 at the Cubby Bear. Please subscribe. More videos on the way, including a bunch of drum covers and more stuff. Thank you.